wanted to give you a taste of using Corel Painter's brushes. This is a photo by Kat Meason, and this is a painting I did based on it. And in painting this painting, I wanted to show brush strokes. I was just commissioned to paint a portrait of this dog in the same style. And here's the painting that I did. And what the two colorful dog portraits have in common is that you can see the brush strokes. I'm not a big fan of cloning photos into paintings and getting a very smooth, untextured result. I like when you see the brush strokes in the painting just like you would see the brush strokes in a traditional painting. So I thought I'd show you an example of how I got the brush strokes in this painting, and I call it a manual way because I actually adjusted some settings. And to get these brush strokes, I used the Blender's brush category, and I used the water rake variant. And I'm going to click the reset tool in the property bar to bring back the original settings. And now I'll paint with this brush. And you see, this is the sort of brush stroke that you get when you paint with the water rake right out of the box, which is a very nice stroke in itself. But I like to have some bristles showing. To do that, you go into the brush control panels and you go into rake. In the rake panel is this bristle slider, and if you lower it, you're reducing the number of bristles in the brush stroke. The result is that you open up the space between bristles, and so you get this bristly kind of a brush stroke. And that's how I painted these strokes in here. And that's how you paint in Painter in what I'll call a manual fashion, because you're going in and actually editing the brushes. I wanted to show you another example of a recent painting that I did. This is a photo that I took recently. And this is the painting I painted based on it. And for this painting, I wanted a more photorealistic result. And what I did was I used pre-packaged, so to speak, brushes that I created for two of my Artistry Online classes. One is a Bugero blender, and the other is an Impressionist brush. So first I'll choose the Impressionist brush. That's part of the brushes that come with my Artistry Online class for painting Impressionist style portraits based on photos. And I'll paint in the background. And you'll see that the brush strokes have this sort of brushy look to them. So this is an example of what I'll call automatic painting. You don't have to do anything to get this look. You just paint with the brush that I created. Here's another example. I'm going to get a blender brush that I created for my Bugero style portrait painting class based on photos. And in blending with this brush, it softens the transition between, in this case, the skin and the hair, which gives the photo a more painterly look. So the result is you get a sort of photorealistic looking painting. And again, you didn't have to do anything to the brush to get this look. I did it all for you, and I saved it as a variant for you. You'll find information for editing painter's brushes in both my Painting for Photographers books at Amazon. And by the way, though they were written for Painter 12, they're compatible with X3 and 2015 because the interface is the same. If you'd like to use brushes that have been edited for you, I offer plug-and-play brushes with all my Artistry Online classes and in my bonus brush volumes, all available at my website, artistrymag.com. Thanks for watching.